Junior high, you may arise. So that was the BHS Jazz Band. The BHS Jazz Band meets on Tuesday and Thursday mornings at 7:30 in the morning. Sometimes it's closer to 7:45 in the morning when they decide to start rolling in. This is the first year that, due to low numbers, I actually opened it up to 8th graders. And what I just realized is that 7 out of the 13 that were up here have never been in jazz band before. I believe at least 3 of them are playing brand new instruments. So that was pretty good for their very first jazz concert and jazz pieces. Yeah. I'll move over a little bit. So up next, coming to the stage, is going to be the junior high band. It's made up of 7th and 8th graders. Here in Barnesville, we have the requirement that 7th and 8th graders have to be in either band or choir, or they can be in both if they so choose. So for some of them, this might not be their first choice, but it's the choice they landed on. Hence why there's so many of them. So many. But so the 2 pieces that we played in jazz band were called Jammin' with Charlie, which we had a solo by the guitarist Sam Van Watermeulen. And then we had Uncle Milo's Sideshow, which is that little more rocky tune. You may be seated. And so now we will go on with the junior high portion of the concert. So those were our first two songs for the junior high. The first one was a theme from Grieg, or as they all like to say every day when I say we're going to play Grieg, they say, oh, we're going to play Greg now. Grieg. Which was an A minor concerto. So something that I have not been great about is getting my bands to play in minor keys. And so I think that you would all agree, junior high, that that was a hard one. Yeah, one of the harder ones we've probably ever done so far. Yeah, I'm seeing some nods. Thank you. And it's taken a lot of work, but that was great. I loved that one. And then we did Azure Hills, which had a lovely little fluty feature in the beginning. I know I'm saying it wrong. I know it's flute. But it was a lovely little thing. And our next one, Monmouth Overture, which I can, with 98% certainty say is their favorite, will also feature the flute section for a while. Grieg is also a little bit of a challenge because it got our clarinets over the break, which is just, if you are a former clarinet or current clarinet player, you know how challenging that can be in the very beginning. And so what that is that the clarinets have their first times of going into the upper octave of their instrument, which actually means that their tongue has to change its place in their mouth. And you don't want to think about it too hard because then, yeah, it's confusing. But they did great, and I'm very proud of them. We're going to have a little bit more of that in Monmouth. And then would you guys hold up your plastic instruments, flutes? There's recorders in this one, too. So if you missed them playing recorder in 4th grade, you get a second chance tonight. So we are going to do our Monmouth Overture, and then we will switch bands and have our concert band. So that was the Monmouth Overture. I think you can see why they liked that one a lot. I especially like the low brass sounds, having 3 tubas and like 5. We're gonna have 6 trombones next concert. I am very, very happy about it. Thank you, Tanner. So up next will be the concert band. They are our 9th through 12th grade band. They also meet every day of the school week. They will be playing 3 different songs for you. The first one will be Leah Dove. It's something that I played in high school, and I was very excited to have a band that I could then be like, okay, you guys get to play it, because then I get to just listen, and it's great, and they do so good, and I'm going to go get them, so I have to stop talking. This might be the very first time that this band hasn't had to grab any stands. So that's awesome. Okay, moving on. We're gonna play Leah Dove. It has a little bit of a trumpet feature along with percussion feature. As you can tell, I am richly blessed with percussionists, and that's what makes pieces like this possible. promise I didn't try to summon anything with this next one, but it's called Snowdrifts. And as I was walking in after going to Dairy Queen and getting the Snowdrift Blizzard, I much prefer that one over what we else see outside. Sorry, what else we see outside. This one will have a little bit of a flute feature at the beginning. Enjoy. So now is the point of the night where I get to thank you all for coming. And thank you all for coming, especially in this kind of nasty, biting, cold weather. I really appreciate it, and I know all the students do as well. It's so awesome to be part of a community that values the arts so much and that are willing to come out and show support on a chilly day. I hope that you all can get home safe and that it's not whiteout conditions or anything with the wind. Once again, thank you for coming, and thank you to all of the BHS staff and all of those who support us and donate and do everything that makes the arts possible. Thank you. Once again, thank you all for coming.